Hey, hello everyone. Welcome. Oh, I need to reframe Joanna for a minute. But I will do that after. Introductions! Hi everyone, I'm Simon at Wandering DM. We are Thursday, which means that we are back with Witcher Iron Judgment. This is our second season, first episode tonight. I use he, him pronouns. I'll be the game master for this campaign, and I have with me four returning amazing players that I will let them introduce themselves, beginning with the person I need to reframe on the overlay. Yutai, hi, how's it going?
Hello, it's going all right. Hi, I'm Yutsai. I'll be playing Joanna Wicker, a craftswoman just trying her best. Big long fight, but at the end she's still standing. In some ways, I guess we'll get to that.
Indeed. Up next, we have Ari. Hello, welcome back.
Hello, thank you. It's delightful to be back. I'm Ari, and I'm playing Wreath, who is currently waiting in the shadows in that little alcove that's tucked with, I think, the prefects behind them.
Yep. We'll get to that prefect in a moment, I think. But before we recap, let's introduce the last two players we have down in the left corner of the overlay. Hannah, hello, welcome back.
Hello, I'm Hannah. I use she, her pronouns. And for this campaign, I'm playing Asa, who's a baby witcher. He uses he, him pronouns, and he is reared up and ready to finish his quest.
And last but not least, we have Norden. Hello, how are you? Uh-oh, I think he froze.
Hi, I'm doing good. Oh,
You froze on
can
that
you hear
big
me?
eye opened image still, like the frame right as you opened your eyes. It was pretty cool.
yeah. Look, I will promise you that I will freeze at more times during the stream. I'm currently outside in Alberta, a very different place from where I normally am, but I'm happy to be here. I play Gulshan Nasir, the wizard of this group, the mage of this group. In fact, the witch. And he's been rather scary recently, so it's great. I think the prefect even yelled out the word mage, but has not seen him or any magic yet, so.
Well, we'll see about that. Speaking of,
Oh, great.
last we left off, which was quite some time ago, IRL, but only a minute for the four of you in world. You had found your way to the old, abandoned Elven Watchtower in the woods near Vergen. Watchtower which you assaulted from, let's say, from a vantage point on the walls, going in for a surprise assault and trying to take these cultists, brigands, bandits by surprise. Things went pear-shaped a little during the fight when one Joanna Wicker got hit pretty badly by a mace in the leg. You have burnt, not Joanna, but Gulshan, burnt a bandit alive with fire snakes. Asa stunned their leader and just beheaded him. And in the back, hidden in the sort of broken, crumbling tower where they keep their prisoner Absalard of Dravograd, was Wreath throwing knives and slitting throats. The fight just ended. You have one wounded member. And an old, beaten, bloodied and bruised old man sitting in a cage, asking Wreath to be let out. Can you get this cage open?
Quick question out of game. In the map, I see that there is a fire in the middle of this.
Yes, there is a
How-
fireplace in the middle of the tower.
Is it lit or is this whole area in the dark?
It's mostly embers at this point, but like still glowing embers. No one has bothered to put wood in the fire for, I don't know, maybe an hour since before you attacked. It's going to die out completely if nobody touches it for like a few more hours. But for now,
Okay.
it provides just enough illumination that you can make out not only the shape in the cage, but you can see the different tones in color that his face has. One half is definitely purple blue compared to the other.
And he had, when the snake flame things happened, he'd said something derogatory about witches, hadn't he? Something about being saved by a witch or something to that effect. Like it was very derogatory. Can, from where Wreath is right now, are they able to figure out or know if he can tie that to Gulshan, that Gulshan is the witch?
Give me awareness, please. Because it's a question of, you know, bending down or kneeling down at his sort of level and then looking through the hole in the tower to see where he could have possibly seen and who he could have possibly gotten a glimpse of.
Makes sense.
With a 20, not from where Gulshan was earlier. It's
Okay.
the sudden appearance of the fire and the fact that he could see, at least from your point of view, he could see the burning bandit or cultist, whatever you want to call it, the Black Sun people. So he probably saw like the fire snakes crawling up on that person, but nothing more. Never saw where it came from.
And
Or could not see, I should say. Could not see where it came from.
could not see where it came from. And with Wreath's knowledge of things in general, is this going to be something that they could say, oh, it was none of us. We don't know how the magic snakes happened. This could just be random chaos sprouting. Or would that be very unbelievable?
That would be very unbelievable.
Okay.
I mean, you can try to spin it any which way you want.
Right.
Unbelievable doesn't mean impossible to happen. The thing is one way or another, he knows that somewhere in there, in all the commotion that happened outside of the tower, someone in there cast a spell that burned the bandit alive.
I think because I think Wreath would have stood up, they would have walked over to where he was and kind of crouched down to kind of get that eye line as they're checking things. And none of their movements, I think, seem sudden or anything like that. It's all kind of very subtle. almost maybe as if they're trying to see if he's tied up or like assess how he is. And then they sit and they look out and then they look back at him and they'll just say, "How did they get you?" As they'll like start to lock pick the cage or open the cage, however we need to do that.
If you just want to pick it open, I will need a. I would need a pick lock roll. As you're working,
Excellent.
yeah, 16 is plenty enough. But as you're working this lock, he just replies, "Ambushed like common merchants along the road. We were by hamlet of Ban Macid. There were so many of them.
You've come a long way. Are you here to, and I assume at this point they get the door open, are you here to capture witches?" They'll like offer him a hand to get up.
He'll take it. You can hear like his knees crack as he gets up and like out of the cage. The man himself, Absalard, is tall and wiry. At this point, I would say gaunt, but there's maybe the fact that he hasn't eaten in a few days. Maybe didn't eat that well on the road either. He's, half of his face, like I described earlier, half of his face is bruised up. In fact, there's a lump of it's more like a bag of blood, like the hemorrhage inside sort of just welled up, and it hangs over his right eye, threatening to burst at the merest touch of anything pointy. You also notice that one of his arm hangs sort of limp by his side, but you do notice that he's able to wiggle his fingers on that arm. It's not paralyzed, it's not completely broken, but it's clearly maybe dislocated, maybe fractured somewhere along the arm. Other than that, he's barefoot at the moment. You can see when he gets out of the cage, 2 of his toes on his left foot have been cut off. The 2 outermost, well, the pinky toe and the one before it. They were working their way up to the biggest of the piggies.
Sorry, that is awful, but a fantastic description.
I am not a witch hunter, but witches are outlawed in the Empire, and if I do see a witch, then they will feel the...
Wreath is gonna like come up under and like hold him, and I'm happy to roll whatever rolls you need, but they've got their knife out. It's not touching him. They're not trying to make it so that he sees what they're doing. They're just ready if he gives an answer that they're worried about.
For now, you don't need to roll anything, but he'll finish by saying that, witches are outlawed. If one is found, one is to be judged and exterminated.
Of course,
But
have you
then-
seen...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, but then he swallows and goes, "But maybe an exception can be made tonight."
Wreath staggered disappears back up their sleeve. they're gonna move him. You know that corner where the north-ish corner away from the rubble, but essentially like out of the cages, doesn't have a line of sight into where Johanna, Asa, and Gulshan are.
Kind of like
But
here.
they're gonna try and kind of there. They're gonna try and like get him comfortable and seated there.
Mhm. Like his
They'll
back
put a-
turned to the rest of the group.
Yeah. They don't want him to accidentally see Gulshan healing Joanna or something like that. That's what they're trying to avoid. And they'll put a couple of logs on the fire and say, I'll be right back. Don't move. I don't know how many others are out there.
Not like I can.
Fair point.
And he's gonna start massaging his knees. Well, his knee one at a time because he's only got one working hand at the moment. But meanwhile, what's happening in that other room beyond the hole in the tower?
Speaking of one working limb, Joanna,
I didn't
Joanna's
mean it.
probably
I didn't mean it.
Joanna's probably doing that thing people do, like when they stub their toe real bad and they're just on the ground, just like breathing a little bit. But like instead of a stubbed toe, it's like a. I have to ask: is it like just fully cut off? Is it just busted to heck? Or...
So, because it was done with a mace, it's
Ooh.
not cleanly cut off. The thing is your bone, your femur, is clearly sticking out of the skin.
Ouch.
It broke and tore the skin.
Gotcha.
And it's mangled in such a way that your legs, might as well say that your leg's gone, right?
Yeah, pretty. There's no repairing this. There might be getting it to some semblance of form, but any functionality is probably gone. So yeah, just I believe I was healed during mid-combat, which prevented me from dying.
Yes, you were stabilized.
Stabilized. It allowed me to get the mother of all shots off. But I'm feeling the adrenaline has since sort of waned, and now the throbbing signals that my body is telling me, hey, maybe don't stress this part of your body out, are coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just fuck! Oh god.
Don't move.
I'm not trying to, Gulshan. It's just flopping a little bit. Can't control that, really.
How are we gonna? All right, I'm gonna move Asa over here to Joanna, and just sort of like hold her hands as she's rocking and like hissing, and it's like, how are we gonna get out of here? Can we stabilize it at least?
Whatever you do.
So it's not.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Just don't
You're
move it
clearly
too quick.
fine.
If you could find a door so I don't have to go up that bloody fucking wall again, I'd appreciate it.
What does this door here, Simon? Oh, whoop! I did not mean to open your door.
Yes, you can.
I'd like to
On
investigate.
Roll20, you can click on the door if it's unlocked, and it's just gonna open.
Okay, I will investigate your door, and there's not a way
Yeah.
down there. Okay.
No, to the north. I'll use north because it's up on the map. But basically, this would have been one of the two doors that was to your left when you jumped in from the broken wall.
Mhm.
And the room itself is a small and cramped space where there is, at the moment, an impromptu table made out of two crates that have been sort of squished together, and on top of it is a map that's being held very stereotypically by a dagger. In the corner of the room, you also have multiple sacks that do look kind of that bag that was left behind at one of the farmsteads. Remember, they were like mid-looting, kind of the same, like jute bag, coarse thread type of thing, potato sack.
Right. Well, the sack is for another time. I'll see the map. Make note of it. Come back to Joanna. We have time to investigate that later. But I don't think it's worth it. Gulshan, you're the expert. Should we just I hate to say it, but when we got injuries like this in training, we just cut them off.
There's not much I can do.
You got off my fucking
right
leg.
now, not when there's a prefect in the other room. There's not much I can do.
Oh god.
You want to bring him all the way down?
Reef is gonna
We've
come.
lost what we've.
All right, fine.
Wait, what were you gonna say?
Go ahead.
Oh no, he was just saying we'll bandage it up as best we can and get her out of here first, and then after that we can figure out what to do. I just don't know if it's going to hurt him or you know what? I don't know. I don't know about any of this. I'm not the expert on these kinds of things.
That's but the best plan.
I can't ask if you're going to be all right until we get there, because what kind of a fucked up question is that?
The leg's going to have to go. That's all there is to it. I know someone in Vertigan who can help me get some crutches and some other stabilizers, but
I
we
I
need
knew
to take
a lot
Joanna
of
back home.
witches.
to Ben Mesa, maybe there's a carriage around.
There's got to be a carriage. I heard horses earlier. At the very least, there's horses. So where there's horses, there's usually other kinds of. Either way, we'll figure something out. We'll find something. There was a. You know what? Later.
The prefect will need one too. He's fairly harassed.
What, a horse?
Something.
wagon.
I doubt the man can walk. Well, far or fast.
There's a look on Joanna's face that is, I think most people would be reluctant, even if a doctor told them we're going to have to cut off your leg, they would be reluctant to agree to that readily. But I think something about the way that Gulshan says it, or it maybe because it's Gulshan, there is a sort of kind of resigned acceptance that, well, if Gulshan says the leg has to go, then there's nothing we can do. Fucking. All right. So, is that all the bees in the hive then? Or do we feel like we should make a hasty retreat before more guards come swarming?
No.
I'll look to see if there's more.
Well,
And
I'm gonna ask you first to roll practiced paranoia.
oh, uh-oh. I forgot about that part of this game.
The one that just lets you know if there's shenanigans going on? That super cool
Yeah.
ability of yours?
That super cool ability. The
And that even
super
if you
useful
fail,
handy
you know
one?
that something's wrong.
Yeah, that one. Oh,
Wah!
like failing like
Oh.
this.
Yes.
Holy cannoli.
With an 11, let me just...
Luck resets
Okay.
after every
Every
session, right?
Yes. But you cannot spend luck on a fumble. And this is a fumble.
right.
I will say, though, that on an 11, you do notice something.
Okay.
The door that Asa opened earlier and barely looked inside, right? Just opened the door, looked, saw what there was, came back. You can see, despite the distance, you've got, you've got experience with security systems. There is and you can see the faintest sort of glint of it. The floor between the door and the table, the impromptu table where the map is, the floor is littered with caltrops under, they tried to hide it under a gray blanket in a way that blends in with sort of the dust and the stonework that's already there. Easy to spot for someone who knows what to look for. A little bit harder for people who aren't used to always looking at how maybe like flat or how like some bumps on a floor or on the ground might be, you know, different than just like damage over time that the tower sustained. And despite, you know, not rolling super high, you know that if there's one trap here, there must be other traps elsewhere. They tried to cover their, or at least protect their space here. Might not mean that there's more coming, but you definitely feel that this place isn't safe.
I think the way Wreath tells everybody about this information is that they're going to like stand up, walk over to where the room is. They're not going to step into the room first. They're going to like look and give the room a really good scan to see if there's anything else they notice that's out of order. And then I don't know if I need to roll something from that, but ultimately they're just going to like rip the blanket off to show where the caltrops are, and they're going to point to them and say, if they're here, I'm sure there's something else somewhere else here.
And they're not huge caltrops, because were they, you know, fist-sized, Asa probably would have seen them. These were like, you know, the size of a D4 in essence. So not
They put Legos on the ground.
they put Legos,
but
like,
like
not
actual
so much-
painful Legos.
yeah.
Was
not
that a
so
D&D
much to-
map on the table? Did we interrupt their game session, or?
Yeah, and you notice their characters are a craftsman, a witcher, a mage, and a criminal. And they look
They're
like
brilliant.
you.
What?
That's just the ending of the Gamers one.
It's fine. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah. But this trap was probably more meant as a way to alert people by, you know, hurting in a way, annoying, surprising maybe a potential unwanted visitor. I mean, judging by where it is, what's in the room, that trap might have been meant more for their own people than intruders. Because it's like it seems like it's where they're stashing all of the stuff they looted.
So they're like, they wanted to make sure that if someone tried to sneak in the middle of the night, they would
They
exclaim
would
in
hear
pain
them.
and bring the house down.
Yeah.
After Wreath pulls off the blanket then and tells everyone about the fact that there's probably traps everywhere, they're definitely going to look to see if there's anything else shiny in this room for them to take.
Yeah, there was a tripwire over in the room where the leader was, so I wouldn't be surprised at all.
That makes sense.
Didn't help much.
Hopefully they didn't use fire. Wreath will also pull the knife off the map and take the map with them.
All right. It is a regular dagger. You can get the stats out of the book if you want. It's a little bit like it's seen better days. It's sharp-ish. There are faint traces of like little specks of rust along the flat of the blade, closer to the guard than the tip. The map is a sort of a hand-drawn map of the area, crudely drawn, but still somewhat accurate if you knowing the region around, because the four of you have traveled, from Ban Maysid to here, and then spoke to Bo and, got his sort of his info on, the paths here in the woods and all that. They don't seem to have ventured further north from this tower. The tower is basically drawn near the edge, one of the four edges of their map. What you do notice, though, is there's a lot of arrows going this and that direction. Many of them are coming out of the mountains. I'll bring you to the world map for a moment. Coming out of the Mahaka Mountains. They... I need to zoom out quite a lot. Seems to be coming out from around here. So the Mahakam Mountains, south of Hag, west of Ashburg. For those of you who have the Legend Keeper, it's on the homepage directly. I'll just put the link here in chat for anyone who wants to follow along at home. And their arrows leave these mountains and go towards Ashburg, towards Hag, Flotsam, White Bridge, and then the ones from White Bridge seem to cross over and reach the mountains north of the Yaruga, the Pontar River. The ones from Flotsam are then joining with the ones from Hag. The ones from Hag are going back to the mountain, but then that's when another set of arrows seem to leave Hag, go towards Vergen, and then another set of arrows leave Vergen and go towards the forest here. I made a mess of that world map on Roll20, I'm sorry.
From behind Wreath, what are you looking at?
You're muted.
Wreath will turn around and hand him the map with a smile. Actually, not with a smile. I almost forgot something that happened last session that Wreath definitely would not have forgotten.
Thanks for that. Darn.
Never mind.
Ooh,
Wreath
you're in
turns
trouble.
Wreath turns around and they have the map like in their hand, and they look at him and they say, if I tell you I'm going to give you a signal when it's safe to follow me into somewhere that I am supposed to be checking to make sure it's fine, you will wait for my signal. Or we will not agree to a signal in the first place. And they'll like point to Joanna when they say that.
In Elder Speech, if you think that you're beating me up right now, you're not beating yourself. Like, you're not beating me more than I already am. So, can we drop it for now and we'll pick it up when we get the chance later? Please?
Are we on the same page for the future, though? I don't want to have this conversation again.
In all honesty, I thought you going beyond the wall, dropping past the wall was the signal. I was mistaken. I'm sorry.
It's a map of... And then Wreath will like rest one hand on his shoulder and give him his shoulder like a squeeze. And then they'll point back to like where the map is kind of flopped over and pick it back up and go. Seems like there's someone, this group maybe coming out of the mountains. But why they would track everything they've done on this map.
Who are these people? Why do all this?
Why the prefect?
Well, he doesn't seem to be the kindest of companions, so...
He said he might, and Wreath will drop their voice with this. He said he might make an exception. considering a witch was part of saving him, but I would not raise my hand to let him know who's the witch. If anything, just say it's me.
I would suggest, being honest, you just said this place was full of traps. Why not a magical one?
Perfect.
Easier said than done, anyway. I need your help with Joanna.
Wreath will nod and tuck the map away and then follow Gulshan out.
All right. Still in elder speech. Sorry to the Witcher. I'm going to have Wreath cut off the rest of your leg.
Oh, when you say it like that, it still really feels wrong.
There is no one more capable with a small blade than Wreath. Will be fine.
Anyone got any alcohol? Something I can use to dull the pain? Anything?
I'll see if I can find something. Wreath will head into the room where the Black Sun major guy was.
Mm-hmm.
They don't, and they're gonna see him, see if they can find some alcohol in that room. They're also gonna be super paranoid about traps right now.
Well, there was one here.
The tripwire.
The tripwire. No longer there. Well, I mean, it's lying down on the ground. That room, aside from having the bodies of these two, was yep, where's my stuff? Yeah, it was actually, aside from having the two of them, it contains the sort of camping gear, say, of what was probably their leader. It's nigh identical to the bedrolls and the blankets that you saw in the first room, the one that you jumped down into the first time, where one of them was, lying on their cot, in their cot and sleeping. Otherwise, the room seems to be fairly devoid of furniture. There used to be frescoes on the walls. Not frescoes, bas-relief on the walls that were carved and have been broken over the years. Sometimes you can see the legs of what was probably an elf, right? This being an elven tower. Sometimes you catch an arm or half a face. Seems to have been a sort of procession that was detailed all along the walls. Aside from that, dust and two dead bodies.
And there's no flask or anything like that tucked into the camping supplies?
His supplies don't contain any booze. But now that you mention it, the stuff that they looted from the farmstead, or at least the one that they were interrupted in the middle of, were stored in the same bags that are in the map room.
Oh, okay. So when Wreath went through those bags, would they have already seen it then? Because then they would have just grabbed it out then.
I thought you had only checked the map. Yes, there is.
Oh no, yeah, they checked the whole room for shinies.
Yeah, no, there's basically in those bags. It is cheap alcohol. Let's call it moonshine in a way. And aside from that, there are skins of water and enough food to feed a group of maybe 10 individuals for close to a week. They're going to subsist mostly on stew, vegetable stews. There's very little meat in those bags. There are cheeses, mushrooms, cabbage, potatoes, turnips, a lot of root vegetables in there. And even those root vegetables don't look quite ripe. They may be a bit past their time. Some of that stuff might have been looted from farms, like further away from Ban Masid, given how long they could have probably spent in those bags. But there is the equivalent of, like, all in all, maybe like a bottle and a half. If we needed to. Oh, that's some weird sound there. I don't know if it came from me or not. Like someone was scratching their mic. But anyway, there's about a unit and a half of boots.
Okay.
That
Well,
might have been
then in that
ours.
case, if you don't mind me retconning a little bit, they wouldn't have gone to look in
It's
the
fine.
other room, so they don't know about those camp supplies. They would have just gone back into this room to grab the flask. And they would have, like, tugged Gulshin with them, and as they're, like, rooting around for the flask, they would have been like, "Are you sure we need to cut her leg off? Can we not simply bandage it and you heal her later?" Oh, I can't hear you.
Still muted, I think.
No, I think it's the. Let me see real quick. Mic. It says you have no mic selected. Oh, wait. What if I do this? You should have gotten a message. Oh, no, that didn't work. Sorry, folks. Bit of a technical issue here. Well, while you're fixing this, I want to know what Joanna and Asa are doing.
Good question. Asa?
I think Ace is still panicking a little bit at the prospect of them going to be doing this amputation here and now. That's he thought that he would have a little more time to prepare for this because that's what Gulshin said. And I'm sure Joanna is thinking the same exact thing.
Too many people are too eager to cut off Joanna's leg. I'm going to say that right here. Let's
You know
see.
what? I've known several witches who still went on to live completely fulfilling lives even after losing limbs. It's not the end of the world. You know, we'll find you a prosthetic or something for it, and you can kit it out to be really, you know, like hide your weapons in there or your potions that you don't carry potions. Or maybe like your supplies or something in there, and you know, we'll make it so that it's even better than your current leg, which is like, I mean, your current leg is. Don't look at it. I don't really want to look at it either, but it's, you know, I knew one of my. I had this great, like, he was the mentor of a kid that was like trained at the same time as my mentor, so that would make him like my great uncle. Is that how that works? No, great uncle. Like, witches are like Italians, you know. We got a ton of family, and none of it really makes all that so much sense. But like, he lost a leg, and he had a great life. I mean, great is an overstatement, sort of.
Asa?
Yeah.
I appreciate what you try to do. My first concern is not, can I still be a witcher? that is perhaps my 8th or 9th concern at this point.
My
I think
question
you're a bit too
would
old
be,
to be a witcher.
my question would be, what is an Italian?
They're from Vicavaro, you know?
Yeah.
The North Vicavaro Italians, right?
Okay,
I've met
well-
Mr. and Mrs. Italian before.
I'll cover the basics. I cannot do what I usually do right now, not because well, actually because I'm quite weak, but also because of current company. So, what we're going to do Asa, you're going to hold Joanna down. Reed and I will cut off the rest of your leg. Hopefully, we can save your knee, and then I will find you the resource to make your own prosthetic after you're finished healing.
I think this is Joanna's still kind of like bewildered a little bit. Like, I can't believe this is actually happening.
Okay.
Uh,
Are you ready?
No!
Wreath says no at the same time Joanna does.
So both do well.
They'll
Joanna,
pass Joanna the jug of moonshine.
Oh, let me take.
Nane comes back at that very moment. Half like into a sentence, going, I looked around, there are two Do you want anything to bite on?
And holding finger up, finishing the picture with one
It's
solid.
more
I
level.
was just looking to see if I had anything for her to bite on, honestly.
Come on, hold on.
Oh, Nani's gonna get her belt off and just
Okay.
hand you the belt.
Yeah.
Wreath will go and stoke the fire in that little room where they'd thrown the logs on before they left. And then they're going to put... actually, they're going to take... You said the dagger from the map room was sharp?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not the kind of sharp Wreath's looking for. They'll use one of their daggers.
It's-
They'll put one of their daggers into the fire.
Were you thinking of using that dagger to amputate a limb?
Yes.
Yeah, no. There is such a thing as tetanus. You might not want that one dagger that's got rust spots on it.
That is, I mean, true, logical. Wreath is not built in the healing ways. But I do think they know enough about like wounds and cutting things open to know that you want to have something to cauterize on the other side.
Yes.
So they're heating up the knife to cauterize.
I think hefting her pack underneath her, Joanna kind of like finishes the drink, takes the belt, kind of reaches out, like asking Asa for his hand.
Oh, he'll absolutely give her both hands to hold on to.
Gulshan, I'm going to be honest. I thought this, when I went into this position, I'd be giving birth and you'd be helping. All right, get it over with.
What just... What... I... no. Okay. Okay, fine. Fine, jokes. Okay. Wreath, you're going to start here, okay, with the sinew. And you're slowly going to go around. As you do, I'm going to do my best to keep this from not bleeding out. And then I will wrap this all up. And he should be okay. She should be okay. So,
Wreath is gonna be. They're gonna look at Gulshan, like dead in the eye, and then they're gonna just start cutting with the red hot knife. They're gonna have their other hand like on the top of Joanna's leg to hold her while they're
Can I-
cutting.
Can you
Assist this?
give me a real quick before we start this procedure? Wreath, can you give me first aid?
Sure.
I'm gonna.
I don't think I have first aid.
Depending on how well you roll.
Hang on, I'm navigating to that part of my character sheet.
No problem. It's under crafting skills.
And
Thank
of
you.
course,
Oh, the
Joanna
odds that I
trusts
have first.
Gulshan. Of course, he would
I
want Gulshan to help with childbirth if he had kids.
Yeah. Wreath has nothing in first aid.
No, that's
Are we
cool.
sure
That's going to
we-
be
we
just
want
with your
Wreath to
craft
do
stat.
this? Cool.
Um,
I don't think I have anything in craft either.
Crafting and amputation.
You have at least a 1.
Ooh.
Oh, well, excuse me.
The dice knew we needed it.
You're looking at your dagger and you're getting ready to follow Gulshan's instructions, and then something clicks. It is going to take a long time to cut an entire leg with a dagger or a poniard or whichever knife you have. It's going to hurt like hell. It would be preferable if you had a saw, but the bone's already broken. If you could, and with a 19, if you can hack it in one blow with like a large blade, that would be less painful for Joanna, because it would be like one and done.
Realize, because I have first aid. I've got a 4 in first aid. I know my math. Leith. And he points over his shoulder to where the Killige is stored on his baldric. You know, the curved blade, the curved one-sided blade. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wreath will just, at that, they're going to set their red-hot dagger aside, and they're going to pull that knife. They're going to also heat that in the fire before they use it to...
Oh, that's the one that he has is a two-handed... is it a two? No, it's a one-handed blade, right?
It's a two-handed.
It's a big-ass sword.
Two? Oh my gosh. So, okay.
And so you feel you want to relax when the dagger goes away, and then instantly grips tightens even more when you see people pull out the big-ass sword.
But just like...
In the closest to... Because we know each other for a while. In a sort of Elvish dialect of Elder Speech, I will roll for this if desired. Gulshan's going to say, think like a beheading.
And Wreath will just look at him and go, also in Elder Speak, I usually use my daggers. And they like go back and they like put the what is it called again?
Killige.
Yeah, Killige.
Killige in the fire.
Of course, as you're moving back and forth between the fire and Joanna with various
You
weapons.
know, I could have just used Igni on that here, right?
Not in front of the mage. Not in front of the mage hunter. He says that actually in Elder Speech, which Asa does not understand to my knowledge.
No, I have a goose egg in Elder Speech right now.
Yeah, as you pass by El Solard multiple times with different weapons,
That I'm heating up in the fire.
he goes, "Whoa, what is going on back there?" And he tries to get up to look.
Wreath will immediately, they'll leave the Gulshan's weapon in the fire and they'll immediately come over and just rest a firm hand on his shoulder and say, "Don't trouble yourself. One of our party was injured."
I trust neither of you are doctors. And he looks like quickly at the blade in the fire.
Wreath will also looks over at the blade and goes, "Well, I'm not." And they'll just have like the biggest smile on their face at that.
Okay, hearing that, it's now Gulshan's time to come around the fire. Because apparently we're called for doctor. I'm the doctor.
And you're using this? And he points to your Killige.
We need to finish the removal of a limb. And I don't have a saw.
Remind me to make sure you have your tools when we get to town.
Speaking of which, have you been injured?
Oh, like half of his face is purple blue. There's like the bloated.
No,
bit
no.
over his-
He noted all of that. He noted all of that, and he's still asking.
Okay. He just motions to the face and then goes, and my arm, and also they cut off my toes.
The toes,
Looks like they were working up to the big ones.
the toes, I cannot do anything about. Let's just see about this arm quickly. Okay, 1, 2, and I'm assuming it's dislocated, and he just, without hesitation, relocates the arm.
It is not dislocated. He shouts in pain, and you immediately pick up on what is going on. Both of his collarbones have been broken. And the arm, it hangs looser because what's supposed to hold it in the socket is now...
The bones need resetting. Hold on. I take like a long strap of cloth from somewhere on my person. I would have that, and fashion a very tight sling to force the arm back into shape and force the collarbones to be in the right. I'm going to stabilize them.
Give me that roll, or is that the first aid roll that you just
That's the
rolled?
first thing. Yeah.
Let me check real quick. Boop, boop. It's magic. That's crits. He... Dibit. Dibit, 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 dibit.
A bit.
Yeah, I'm just looking. 19 would be enough to at least stabilize him. While you're, working on that, I was gonna say splint, but that's sling.
Yeah.
And what are your names? I would know the names of those who saved me.
Not answering the question. Did you fix any traps on the way in? We faced some strange things.
I don't recall traps, but I don't recall much about. They've kept me in this cage for days now.
Then I would advise not moving. Not right now. Not when. This place is elven. It has.
He finishes your sentence by saying, elven deception.
I was going to say magic. He says with a smile.
All the same.
One of those bandits got caught in the trap, too. You're lucky you made it out better than him.
Well, they didn't drag me around the tower.
Good. Neither will we. Stay here. I've got it. Yeah.
He's
I'll,
gonna
I'll,
sit back.
I'll introduce you to the head of our militia. Hold on. And he, leans over and he calls for Nane.
Nane, while this conversation is happening, just to paraphrase, she'll finish what she was about to say to Asa and and Joanna on the other side. There are 2 horses. They were kept in a sort of closed-off section in up, let's say north, right? But to your left, basically. And here, I think I can just remove all the lighting from this map. So you can see everything. There you go. And aside from those horses, nothing else. Seems like the people that were there sleeping near, in the other boxes next to the place where the 2 horses are. Those were woken up probably during the fight because their packs are still kind of in a mess, and the bedrolls clearly have been disturbed. And she goes, other than that, I haven't found anybody. So we're the only ones here. And then she gets called. You called?
Yes, I did. This is the head of our militia and the one who saved your ass. Nane.
You that prefect from Redania? And he answers, we're all from Redania now. But yes, Elsalard of Travelgrad. I would welcome an escort back to your town when your doctor is done with the wounded. Have any of these bastards been left alive?
No. Why do you want one alive?
I want to know why they would attack us so brazenly. And I would know, why do they sport the colors of Nilfgaard here? If the Black Ones are attacking again, the Emperor must know.
I suppose at that point I would ask which emperor, because they seem to believe in a different one.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I would ask which emperor you're speaking of, because they seem to believe in a different one.
Oh, I meant. He meant the emperor,
know
as
some.
in
I
Radovid.
know. I know he meant Radovid.
Okay.
I'm poking fun at the fact that there's apparently multiple emperors around.
And the Emperor of the North.
In any case, I should go. I walk over to go help Joanna.
When we, one question I have actually, before we start chopping off Joanna's leg.
Mhm.
Earlier, he had been surprised about someone needing a leg amputation. Is Wreath, with where they're standing, like, are they able to figure, or what I'm trying to know is, can Wreath know that he doesn't know that Joanna is hurt enough to need a leg amputation? Can we play this off as somebody who didn't survive?
Wait, repeat that.
Wreath's trying to figure out
Mm-hmm.
if there is some way for Gulshan to be able to heal Joanna, because potentially the prefect does not know that Joanna is in such bad shape. And so then we would be able to say, oh, if he's like, oh, who ended up needing their leg cut off? We could be like, oh, the person didn't survive. They didn't make it out of the...
Oh, no. There's nothing that can be done for that leg.
Oh, okay.
It's over. If we were in our modern times, yes. But she would need, years of physical therapy and multiple surgeries. At this, with this level of technology that y'all have, no, it's peg leg time.
Dr. Simon at the foot of my hospital bed with a clipboard just looks at me and says, "It's over."
No. Says that directly to your leg. Buddy.
You come back and it's me and Asa. I'm just whispering to Asa, you and me, we could hobble on out of here, grab a horse, we could leave. We don't have to ever come back. Maybe my leg will get better. Who knows?
I think you're bleeding out pretty bad. You guys,
you
fine,
absolutely
I'm fine.
can. And then they're going to just hammer down time. Like, there's not gonna be any...
You
Can
guys
you-
dragged out the leg chopping so much, and then without warning, coming down on the hammer
Wreath,
and
can you
handle-
give me swordsmanship?
oh my god.
Go.
Oh, that's
Don't
really...
miss.
Oh,
Don't miss, you
no.
might hit the wrong one.
I just need you not to fumble.
That's not great, you guys.
Don't miss.
Don't
Let's
put that
see,
in the
where
air.
is swordsmanship? I don't have anything in swordsmanship. Are we sure we want Wreath to handle a sword?
Was it
you-
the right leg or the left leg?
Actually, Wreath... Huh?
Was it the right leg or the left leg? 50-50 shot.
A 50-50 shot. How about this? Wreath goes to pick up the sword.
Mhm.
They realize, like, how heavy it is. And then they're going to look over at Asa.
Do you
And they're
want
going to
me
look at
do it?
Gulshan.
Oh,
Wait, what does
fine.
Asa say?
Do you want me to do it? Okay, here, let me. You're gonna have to hold the hands then, because that. And he sort of like detaches his hands from Joanna's, and you can tell they're like stiff for a
Like,
second.
they're like white guys.
Asa,
They're like bright red.
You don't have to do this.
Okay, for goodness sakes, and without fail, I am sorry about this. I am so sorry about this. This is not what I meant to do. It was meant to be like thoughtful and kind. Gulshan just picks up the sword and goes. I'm gonna spend a point of luck on this. My only point of luck, and goes right down with a 24.
Oh,
Wreath is going to be holding Joanna.
So, Gulshan takes the sword, right as Asa was about to grab it, turns around and the quiche comes down. The leg is cleanly separated from the rest of the body now. You wrap it up in bandages. It's going to take some time for... well, first it needs to be treated. It is not treated yet. It will need to be treated. And once that is done, then we can talk about prosthetics and recuperation, convalescence.
I think there is like a muffled scream, which I won't actually do. But there's a muffled scream as it happens, and then a lot of hissing breaths as they're just kind of focused on breathing.
It's somewhat not as painful as the mace blow that you got.
Oh, interesting.
Because there are less nerves. Like, a lot of your nerves were severed by the original blow, so this one is just...
I'll be honest, I've never lost a leg before. I'll have to take your word for it.
Me neither, it's just theory crafting.
I like this theory. It's a kinder theory.
It's just a theory, a biology theory.
I love how each of you held the theoretical sword at one point and just kept passing it amongst yourself. Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it?
I'm Spartacus. No, wait, what is it? There's some...
Actually, this was more of a no, you're Spartacus. No, you're Spartacus.
That's true.
Okay. So, once we get the band maced, I'll do what I can. But, well, you want to keep this? And he's wiping his keylage on your trouser leg, not the one still attached to your body. Sorry.
Honestly, it's a little gross. Maybe just chuck it somewhere.
I'm not going to chuck your leg somewhere. And Gulshan removes the boot from the leg, and never wears a good boot. And he hands that to you.
Yeah, you can probably sell it to Caldwell.
Wait,
Caldwell
did you chuck the leg, or did you just lay the leg down on the floor? Where is the leg right now?
What does Reek want to know?
He's waving it around like a banner. No, he's taking the leg by the it's below the knee, right?
No, you had to cut above the knee.
Oh shit!
Damn, that's worse.
Was it? No, give me a second. No, because we said it was below the knee. Yeah, sorry. Last time we said it was below the knee, so it wasn't the femur that broke. Sorry.
So he's grabbed he's grabbed the leg by the ankle after stripping off the boot, and is just taking it like an oversized chicken leg or a club of some kind, and just puts it slightly out of sight. The boot, though, he brings back and just shoves in Yoanna's hand.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, we're getting out of here.
Wreath is gonna go once Joanna is fine and settled. They're going to go through the pockets of all of the dead, and I would also like to pick up that bow and arrow, any arrows.
Sure, that'll take a little bit of time. So while you're grabbing all of this, what is Asa doing?
I think Asa's just gonna sit with Joanna. He's taken note of where Gulshan stashed the leg. You just kind of put it in the room somewhere, right? You're muted.
Yeah, just around the corner, like literally around the door, right?
So it's out of sight?
Gulshan's standing right now, that's where it is.
Is where the leg is? Okay.
Yeah.
He's gonna. I'll be right back. And he's gonna go. He's going to leave Joanna for the moment. Gonna go around the corner, pick up the leg, and put it in the fire. The fire's still going right here, right?
Yes. That one, yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, now the one in the tower is also going because Wreath added logs to it earlier.
I mean, he didn't want Ioana to see it, but just leaving rotting flesh out is a good way to get, necrophages around, and it's just a, inbred precaution.
Oh, yeah. What are you doing with the, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rotting, soon-to-be rotting carcasses?
Wreath is checking their pockets, so we'll deal with them when we get to it.
Okay.
I don't so much care if they get feasted on by necrophages because I don't care about them, but I don't want Ioana's leg to be eaten by necrophages.
Okay, it's more of a caring about Ioana's leg more than
Yes.
not wanting necrophages around. Okay. That's okay. You're creating employment for yourself. It's like you're creating work opportunities. The pockets of those folks. Where is here? Cool. Well, to begin, all in all, they were wearing, I think I described it earlier, but they were basically wearing like old gambesons and double woven hoods with the 9-point sun on there. Not all of them, though. Oops. Excuse me. Excuse me a moment.
Cat emergency?
Okay. I made all my dice fall off my desk, and I didn't want my cat to start batting them away. Total, there are 128 crowns. 8 hoods, if you want to grab them. 2 of which have the sort of sun stitched in black thread. They are wearing, aside from the ones that you killed in their sleep, who weren't wearing their gambesons, the other ones all have one in various stages of disrepair. I believe one of them, the one that caught on fire, you can forget that person's gambeson. So that would be 7 gambeson. And there was a, I believe, a crossbow. Doop, 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 doop. Yes, so you get, what else was there? Here.
There was some weapon somebody else was in our party was eyeing too. And if there's someone here who wants the bow, arrow, crossbow, whatever it is.
It's a crossbow.
It's crossbow. Yeah, excellent. If there's someone else who wants it, I'm, Wreath is greedy, but I'm not, so speak now. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's already.
Yeah, a crossbow, and I believe they also had short bows with them. Let me just confirm.
Yeah.
Boop, boop, boop. Not all of them, but some did. It's 1 crossbow and 4... They're not hunting bows. What's the page again? There we go. Yep. Short bows. Yep, that's it. So you get 4 short bows in total. There's 1 crossbow. There are 7
Just read.
long swords, 1 cord. Cord, K-O-R-D.
What's a KOR? What's a cord?
A cord is a type of sword. It's a one-handed hacking sword. Or is it hacking more than slashing?
Oh, I see.
Oh, because it's slashing damage. Yeah, it's similar in a way to the Kilish that that Gulshan has. Except this one is, imagine it's like a straighter scimitar.
Okay.
It's got kind of the same sort of blade that curves a little near the end and has like a the back of the sharpened edge is sort of like concave, if you will, and it's got a small handle made to be held in one hand. In game, by the way, what this has special is it's got bleeding 25%, and it's a sword that deals 5d6 damage.
Ooh, nice.
That is a nice sword.
And the leader was also wearing armor-wise. How broken is his armor? Oh yeah, no, not broken because
He got decapitated.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
His armor's fine.
yeah, he had a pair of studded double-woven trousers and a studded double-woven gambeson.
Were they studded because he is a stud?
I think he was just overcompensating by studding the pants.
Non-functional studs. just for fashion, just to look scary.
Non-functional studs.
This will
That-
show the boys.
That will take you like a good 20 minutes to just gather everything, strip people of their clothing and
Okay.
possessions. I'm assuming that you're not collecting like 8 bedrolls and blankets and all that.
No. No,
Yeah,
no, no.
I
yeah.
kept to the shiny.
That's
That
the
said,
right
during
way to
those
think
20
about
minutes, Elsalard, propped up on Nane, will maybe about halfway, like after 10 minutes, will make his way into the room where you all are, and will approach Joanna, or motion for Nani to approach Joanna, so he can follow.
Just breathing heavily, just kind of focusing on not dying.
That is a nasty wound.
She kind of wiggles her half leg at him.
I will see to it that the 5 of you are recompensed. I commend you for your bravery.
Well, appreciate it. Maybe not now, but give me a month and I'll probably appreciate it.
If you need a prosthetic, I am sure I can get the funds to get you something decent for having saved me.
Fuck the funds. Just give me the materials. I'll make it myself.
I can do that.
So, she looks up at him. Was it worth it?
What do you mean?
Us coming here, risking life, losing limb. Was it worth it to save you? You tell me.
Well, I hope so. Do you
I hope so too, but I don't know. You know.
do you not know who I am?
I know enough.
Then you should know that saving me means a great deal to the Emperor.
Good for him. But I'm more interested in what you're going to do about it from now on.
Well, for now, I would rest and recuperate. You have a doctor, he turns to Gulshan. I would have need of his services. We can talk when we are both back on our feet.
Eyes narrow.
You insult him, he insults you.
Ah, that's fine.
Nani, you said they had horses?
Horses, 2 of them.
Any chance of a wagon?
No, wasn't that the wagon that we saw on the way?
I doubt Joanna can ride a horse in her state. Or to walk.
Can we fashion a sled?
Asa?
He perks up.
I place my hand on Ace's shoulder. I bring you one strong Witcher boy to help you build a sled. Go.
All right, let's go.
Stop taking orders. Start fighting back. Anyway.
I mean, what else is he supposed to do? Like, Joanna definitely can't ride a horse. That'll hurt like hell. I mean, she can ride with him if she wants, but I just feel like it would hurt her. So might as well make the wagon.
Can you give me just a straightforward crafting roll?
Oh, with all my great crafting, sure.
Yes. Well, unless you want to ask Joanna to make her own sled.
Just turn me on my back.
No.
I see you're
Out of the-
injured. I see you're injured. Make your own fucking gurney. So, once
How's
Wreath
Evan
is
grab you?
done looting everything, Asa is done putting a couple of bedrolls on, like, the lid of one of the crates that served as an impromptu table with just, like, rope. It's I mean, it'll hold. God knows for how long, but it should hold for at least a little bit.
Aww. You really did your best on this.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, it's cute. Should hold
Not
up.
cute.
Simon,
Huh?
during this time that Joanna's being wounded and Asa's building a sled and Wreath is looting everything in sight, can I just study this place?
Sure.
Look at some reliefs. Check out a tapestry or two. Ask myself what happened here, what is here, what was here, yada yada.
Yeah, I would say give me both awareness and education.
That's a 14 awareness and a 14 education.
Consistent.
Yep.
What happened here was that the place was abandoned. That much you can gather by just looking at the state of the ruins. It doesn't look like it suffered damage during a siege or during an attack. It's just plain old entropy.
Yep.
And as far as what this place used to be for, because once you start going into the, let's call them the stables, they're not really, they weren't stables to begin with. They were turned into an impromptu stable by the people that were here, the bandits that were here. That entire section seems to have been dedicated once before to like a dormitory. The room that was used by the leader might have been a kitchen. The watchtower seems to have had a sort of a military role, or at least a use for the military. But we're talking way back when. The sort of the carvings on the walls that you can see in like multiple spots seem to repeat in a way of always like the same like procession. At some point, you get the feeling that even though it's a theory, because you would need to see all of it, you know, not destroyed to confirm, but it seems like it's kind of like an army marching. They are not dressed in armor for the most part. When you see, or what you can see, is just kind of like a civilians marching, the tower being built, putting two and two together. You think that this is sort of the was at some point a I'll call it a landing for immigrants. This group of elves made their way either from the north to the south, or the south to the north, or east from west, wherever they came from. They arrived here. They built this tower kind of the same way like settlers in America would build like a fort to begin with, and then populate the surroundings. There are no traces of elves or elven settlements around. I mean, you live in Ben Macid. That's about like 2 days away from this tower. The Vergen is clearly a dwarven town, always has been. So perhaps the settlement that was founded by these people, your best guess would be Banglian. Or maybe somewhere west of Banglian, in what is now like the woods by Sherwood. Or the woods, I shouldn't say by Sherwood, because Sherwood are ruins to like the northeast. Those would be like west, but like maybe eventually those people were the ones who built Sherwood or something. Or they went south and they came from Sherwood and landed here, and then would have settled like somewhere in between here and Edern, sorry. But there aren't any ruins around. What happened to these people? I mean, it's the same thing that can happen to a lot of people who found like new settlements. Like sometimes it doesn't work out and they all leave. If their houses were built out of wood or you know, just like clay or mud or whatever, like over time, over maybe a millennia, like it might have been completely like wiped out. Or disassembled by like humans that came in after, because humans do so love to build upon elven ruins. The tower itself probably stood the test of time a little bit more because of its construction. It's a tower made out of stone. And going by the carvings, they seem to appreciate this place, or at least attribute a certain prestige or value to it that isn't just like a military, like a strategic value to the place.
So I have some follow-up questions to this.
Oh yeah, I have one follow-up comment though before you do that. You also notice in the rubble between the stables and the rooms that you were in, the rubbles cover an entrance to a basement. They fell like there used to, well, there probably still is a staircase there, but the rubble fell and sort of clogged it up. But there is an underground level to this tower, a cellar of some sort.
Okay. So there's some things I'm gathering here. It's quite possible that this was one of many constructions in the area, but one that was maybe, I don't know, built of straw, and one was maybe built out of sticks, both got blown away by a big bad wolf.
Or just time, or drought, or floods, or what have
Yeah.
you.
Right. The other question I've got for you is about because
You're gonna have to repeat that because you cut off after the other question.
we
I have
saw an
for you.
elven statue, right?
Yes, you saw an elven statue.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Well, your mic changed. So
Tech issues. Hold on.
I don't know why I'm talking. You can't hear me anyway. It's gonna be fine, everyone. Oh, he disconnected.
It's not going to be
well,
hot.
that's
Well,
that's happening.
Yep.
Could Wreath, because they've been doing all this looting, right? Wandering around doing the things, and they're feeling kind of bad about Ioana's leg and the part they played in that, or didn't ultimately play, but thought about playing. So they want to bring Ioana a shiny thing. And I think that they would bring her the double woven gammonson with all of the studs in it. Yeah. So I think that's what they would do is they'd probably just show up and be like, "What do you think? I think it's your color."
Is it covered in blood?
Absolutely.
especially
like the head
from the
up.
top down.
Because it came off the
it's
guy
a
who got
blood
beheaded.
bib. It's pretty much what it is.
I'd say, judging by Ioana's leg, that is in fact Ioana's color. Not a lot.
I mean, it looks decently made.
And look, and they'll like point to all of the little studs. Beautifully shiny. I could polish these. It could be even better.
That you could. I don't understand you sometimes, Reed. But I think this is a very endearing gesture on your part.
Wreath will like pat Ioana on the shoulder and say, "You're not the only one." And then they'll head
Okay.
back into like going and looting again.
I'm not sure what's solid and what's just kind of the blood loss at this point.
I'll answer Gulshan's other questions. I'll get to Asa after. Because you had follow-up questions, Gulshan.
Yes, I
And
did.
then we'll go to
Sorry about.
It's fine.
So I have two follow-up questions that might involve rolls. We saw a fancy elven statue.
Uh-huh.
Not far away from here. I'm cursed. I think I'm cursed.
We can hear you, though.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Well, now we can see your screen. I think those questions are cursed. So we'll just go to Asa real quick. You ceremoniously drop the leg into the fire.
Right. But that was before I came back and was volunteered to build a
Right, to
very
build
sad
a-
sleigh.
Sorry, I thought I had them reversed in my mind. After the sleigh, you still have a few minutes. Gulshan is gone, looking around. The prefect is a bit impatient to leave this place.
I don't really know what to do with them. Like, we're not leaving any faster than we can leave. I mean, Ioana is the priority here. We're not leaving until she's ready to leave. So he can say whatever he wants.
I'm good. Just put me on the sled.
Okay. I will go over and pick her up, sort of as gently as I possibly can, bridal style, and like put her very gently onto the sled and make sure that she's comfortable. Got your little. Do we have any sort of blanket?
Well, yeah,
Anything?
the
Oh,
bedrolls have blankets and all that. You can just take
Okay,
them.
well, I'll get like the least grody looking one and like put it over her.
The smell
Make
of
sure that
dead
she's got
musty
something
men.
behind her head.
Wreath, I think, continues to just come back with like little things. Like they'll they'll reappear with a door hinge, a really
Mhm.
nice looking door hinge, right? Like just random things, and they'll just like tuck it in beside Joanna. Like, here you go. Like, there's this, and here's this.
Building a little nest.
You're building
A
a nest of
little rat pack.
shinies around.
This is very bird behavior.
Yeah.
Should we tempt the fates? Shall Gulshan ask their questions?
Well, yes, and then we'll go to break, even if it doesn't work.
Okay. Quick questions.
You saw the
Okay.
statue.
Fine art, elven statue. Are they related?
The statue and this tower, nothing indicates that the two of them could be related.
Not even like the reliefs made by similar craftsmen or with similar techniques?
No, the reliefs weren't carved by. They don't look like the person that was carved, in the sense that doesn't seem like it's the same person that
Okay.
built it.
Sure. Were they built around the same time though?
I will say yes, because the stone from the statue looks eerily similar to the same type of stone that the tower is made of.
Right. Is there any lingering? I joked about magical traps earlier, but is there any like lingering magic in this area?
No.
No. I go back to the group. I will need to recover before I do any more healing work, and more importantly, I have questions about this map.
Wait, hang on. Are you saying this in front of the prefect?
What map?
I am in front of the prefect. I pull out the map that Reith gave to me, and I hand it over to the prefect.
Well, he's just gonna look very quickly at it, try to unfurl it with one hand, look quickly at it, hand it over to you and say, Doctor, perhaps we can look at that in town and not here.
Speaking of town, like I said, I need to collect some reagents, herbs, that kind of thing. Also, I need a new window. Go to Ben Mason, all of you. I'll meet you there in a few days' time. I'll go to Vergen. I'll get the things I need. I'll see if I can get some crutches for Joanna. I know a friend there, and hopefully a window, and I'll be back before you know it.
I trust there are other doctors in Ban Mason.
He's going to you know that thing where you like answer a question by being completely non-committal? Maybe there are, maybe there aren't. Who knows?
Could you just for my own edification, could you still roll deceit? It's
Yeah, sure.
non-committal, so you can have a +2 to it, as you're evading the question.
16?
Cool. He just nods, and will ask you, I don't have crowns on me. They took everything we had, but let me know this window of yours. The crown will pay for.
will
I
see
know
what
that
the
glass
glassmaker
is
says.
hard to come by for peasants. I doubt Van Mason has glassworks.
Which is why I go to Vergen, where the dwarves will have glassworks. I should go. Reith, do you mind 1 minute?
Oh, absolutely. And Reith will like walk with him. And they will,
Okay.
as they like get far enough away, they're like, are you even okay to travel on your own right now?
I'm well enough.
Well enough, while you are beating yourself up far more than I can.
Honestly, Reith, I'm exhausted. But the truth is, one,
Oh,
do
well then
need
I
a
will win this
window.
fight.
Yes, which is why we shouldn't fight. I can take one of the horses. I'll be back before you know it. Not only do I want to get my house repaired before the winter comes, but also, Joanna needs materials not only to craft prosthetics, but to get used to
a new life, numbing herbs, salves. There are people in Bergen I know who could assist in such a matter. Also, I think, to be honest, me being away from that prefect is probably good for all of us.
But will
So that-
you
Yes,
be safe?
of course.
I have a hard
I-
time believing you're just winterizing your house and trying to collect the right supplies.
I want to investigate this map a little further, but only through scouting actions, let's say. Taking a look around, asking a few questions, seeing if people spotted these people before. I'm better doing that alone than the way all 5 of us can be tracked.
I think that if you are going to be going and skulking around, it would be better if I was with you.
I need you to take care of the others. Speaking of which, and he takes off his baldric and the sword, just in case.
Wait, he takes off his baldric and what? I only heard part of that.
The sword, the killage.
Oh,
That's
like
in the
he's
baldric.
handing Wreath the sword?
Yep.
What am I supposed to do? I can't. I won't. I'm not good with, and they're holding it, I think, even awkwardly right now.
Without hesitating, Gulshan reaches towards Wreath and pulls out the rusty dagger from the map.
The one they had like just tucked into their.
I will be perfectly fine with this. I shouldn't carry a sword around. Oh, and he pulls out his pouch of herbs. This too.
To me, this reads as though you want to set yourself on a death course.
Do not be foolish. I have a cat. I will be fine. The more of a spectacle I make of myself, the less safe I'll be.
You're right. And you will, because you always do. You try and just help somebody who stubbed their toe just randomly in the middle of the.
Luckily, Bergen has excellent doctors, I assume.
You should take your sword with you. You know how to wield it far better than that. And besides, that's only partially sharp.
I can handle it myself. Honestly, I shouldn't be getting into a fight at all.
You're right. You can handle yourself.
Also, one more thing. If that knight is still in my home, please kick him out.
Wreath looks at Gulshan very carefully. And they will say, please define how you would like me to kick him out.
As uninjured as I left him, but on his posterior if need be.
Consider it done.
How do you want to stay in my bed? Oh, and if the cat does come, his stuff is underneath the bed.
Oh, I know where you keep it.
Should I go back and make a whole goodbye with the others, or do you think they get it?
I think that's a call you can make. I'm happy to tell them if you'd rather not face the music.
He peeks in. So does anyone want anything from Bergen?
If you can find me a new leg,
Yeah, a new leg would be great.
if you can't find a real one, I'll just make my own.
I'll get you some supplies to fashion a new leg, and I'm taking one of the horses out there.
Oh, wait. There's a corner shop near the center of town. I can't remember the name, but they have these great little orange candies.
Sorry, you want me to travel several days to Bergen to get you a leg and candies?
I mean, if you're going to be in town anyway. They're really good.
Just
Yeah.
don't ruin my house, and I should find the same amount of windows that I left it at.
Look, I can't control the village kids. All right.
Then, and he says, like in Elder speech, very thickly accented, then build some extra shutters. Use some of your time. I don't know. I just don't want my windows gone again.
It's about a day and a half on horseback to get from here to Vergen.
Yep.
It's... Well, yeah, the rest of you aren't going to be on horseback, really. You're going to... Most of you are walking.
Okay.
It's going to be 3 days to get to Ban Mesa. And so, as the group departs the old watchtower, we're going to take a break. And we'll come back in a few minutes.
Bye, folks.
See you in a couple minutes. Whoops, where's my button? everyone, and we are back. Hello. Minus one Gulshan, who is gone to run errands in the ruined city of Vergen. What we'll do is a little time skip. Unless there are scenes that you want to have on the road there. For the most part, Elsilard, unless spoken to, tries to conserve his energy and will speak very little. He isn't getting any better by the time you reach Ban Maced. He did sleep for about 12 hours the first day of travel that you did. But if there isn't anything that you want to roleplay on the way there, we'll just skip to when you reach Ban Maced. So 3 days later. 3 days and 1 hour later. That good for everyone?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Cool. By the time you reach the village, the sky is overcast. It's a little chilly for this time of year. I'll remind everyone that we are in July. By now, July 7th. And where's my... Okay, there you go. Yeah, overcast, chilly. It hasn't rained yet, but definitely there's a hint of rain on the horizon. You have to cross the village to get to Gulshan's home. I don't know if that was your intention or not, or to just drop off Elsilard at the inn. But you do notice in the center of town, there are a lot more people than there were when you left. There is a caravan of traders who have, by the time you arrive, set up little kiosks, tents, booths to hawk their wares. Elsilard will grumble something at the sight of them, but that's it. Nani suggests that for now I think we can just give the prefect one of the best rooms at the inn. I don't think Zorn would mind. I can take it from here. I suppose the three of you will stay at Gulshan while he's away. But if there's anything, you know where to find us. And she'll bring the horse to the stables.
Oh, no. Just give me some time to recover, but I'm still good for our deal. Thank you for your help.
I wasn't going to mention it considering what happened, but alright.
Leg's a leg. But I haven't lost my word yet, so I'd like to keep it while I can.
Fair. She drags Elsilard. Well, he shuffles along, right? Helped by Nane into the inn. You hear music coming out. A lot of voices. A lot of loud dwarven voices while the door is open. Then the door closes. The sound becomes a bit more muted.
Well, shall we go to Gulshan's? Get you off this blood? Nothing else?
I told you did a good job, Asa. This thing's held up.
Hell together. That's all I can ask for, right?
To be fair, it lost a few bits along the way. It held, but, by a thread.
You know,
My poor ugly sled.
a sled is a plank that's just got a little fancier. It still works.
Yeah.
You have invented wakeboarding just on land behind a horse.
on the ruts in the road.
Yep.
Just when we get to Gulshan's, assuming we're all good to jump there, but when we get to Gulshan's, is the knight still there?
Yes, Jan is still there.
Cool.
He's feeling a little better. When you approach Gulshan's house, Jan is actually outside, stretching.
Excellent. You're on your feet. So it is time for you to go. Wreath will go inside past him and they'll start like collecting all of his things and they'll bring them outside to him.
Whoa. Where's your mage friend?
I think you might have been mistaken, mage. Anyway,
The
our
healer
friend is
that was
not
here.
here. Yes, our doctor. He's not here. He went on to take care of some errands and asked that I make sure that his house is free of other people upon his return.
You went after those who hurt me. Those who ambushed us. Have you found?
Yes.
Have
And
you
we
found
killed
Lord
them.
Have you found Lord Elsalard?
We did.
Alive?
The prefect, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Where is he?
Resting in town.
Where?
I'd like to
Well,
just get a
it's-
quick vibe check.
Mm-hmm. Like, is he
Just
about to?
Yeah.
Is he
Give
about
me
to like
human
go and
perception.
reveal?
Can I?
Human perception. Yes,
Human
Asa.
May I also roll human perception?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's all.
Anyone who
I
wants
would-
the vibe check.
Okay.
Is there a way I can give someone else a bonus because my human perception's like 1? So
In this case, it would be a little hard because it's
Okay.
just a vibe check. So
alright, I'll just roll a vibe check.
Well,
Oh, look at that!
I just have a 1.
Wow. You
I just have a 1. You know what? I lost my leg, but I have all the.
You actually
vibes.
have a +9 because you've got an 8 in empathy. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. I care about
nice.
So yeah.
people.
Yeah, with a 25. Everybody else, right? With an 11 and a 12. He is relieved that the prefect is alive. With a 25, he is relieved that the prefect is alive. He seems to have an underlying worry. Like, maybe he could have been out of a job and that might have been preferable to him. But now he has to go back to work. Type of thing. Like maybe these like few days spent doing nothing
It's like, oh, that's
made
good,
me
a
made me
great
think about my
vacation.
life.
Suddenly, I
Okay.
don't want to be hunting down people.
And now I have a duty. But he'll grab the stuff that Wreath is bringing out of the hut. Question though. His armor was pretty busted. Arrows in the back and suffered a lot of damage. Let me just grab the
you
stats.
actually-
Yeah. So I would like to
me.
know, do you hand him back the plate armor, the armored trousers? He still has them on because it's his trousers, right? They're torn up and broken and such. But the chain coif, is it something that you also give him back? Otherwise, there was a sword belt with a but no scabbard attached to it. and he didn't have any weapons. Yeah, the shirt he was wearing, he's not wearing right now. He's just bare-chested, because that shirt sort of got torn to shreds anyway. But among basically the possessions that you hand back to him, do you also hand back like the shredded armor or not?
Oh, that's a great question about whether or not Wreath hands him a shiny thing.
Yeah, it's shiny trash though. That's why I'm asking.
It is shiny trash. I think they would, mostly because he's up and he's moving around and he's stretching, and all of this stuff was in Gulshan's house anyway. So for it to suddenly disappear, like when Wreath is the only one who's touched it, it's very hard to lie yourself out of a noose with that. And besides, they don't really lie. So I think they would hand him back all of the things. But I'm curious to know, because Wreath's not going to pick up on the, oh man, now I have to go back to work and I wish I didn't. So mostly they're just going to be like on this sort of like, no, there wasn't really a healer here. There was just a doctor, and everything was fine and there was no magic. And so that's what they're trying to like insist. I don't think they're doing anything else.
Well,
I think Joanna would make a comment that kind of cluing into that very much like have to go back to the job, have to go work for someone. She remembers it back when she was an apprentice, learning under someone, but still like having to do a lot of menial labor, and your time is not your own. She'd make a comment that says, "Rethinking commitments, are we?"
I'll have you know that my duty is unwavering.
I don't know about your duty, but sometimes one can have a duty to oneself. For all intents and purposes, you died on the road. It's a miracle you survived. What's to say you're not a new man?
She makes a good point.
Yeah, she's
We
wrong.
could take care of these for you. Just say that we found them.
Give me... Ooh, would that be persuade? Yeah, give me, Joanna, your choice between leadership or persuasion.
I'll do persuasion.
Can I give Joanna a bonus? Hopefully.
Yes,
Maybe if I
that would
roll
be a
it.
+2 to your roll. And
I
you
think
need
the
to
main-
beat a 19.
19.
I might have it in me, but I think the big gaping deadly wounds in the armor that you bring out is a great assist.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
here's that thing that can save your life. All right, so you said a +2.
Yeah.
19, 20.
Hey! Yes!
Gulshan would be so proud.
He
So proud.
actually... He stops
Ooh.
talking. He looks down at the armor that's in his hands. He looks at the woods in back of Gulshan's place. And there's a conviction in your voice, Joanna, that just gets to him. And you can almost see this shift in not just his posture, but his facial expression. There's like an entire journey there. And he turns back to you and says, "You're right. Maybe I did die in that camp. And maybe this is a chance that the flame is given. Perhaps I am renewed. And it might be time for me to swear duty to someone else, to a different cause."
You know what
Reith
that sounds
holds
like?
out.
The
Reith
words
holds
of
out their
free
hands
man.
for the.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm not trying.
No,
to
that's
interrupt.
all I
Go for it.
wanted to say. It sounds like the words of a free man. I think it's a lot more of a dear emotion that Gulshin spends so much time and energy and faith in his own abilities to save the life of a free person who can then make their own decisions, not someone who is chained by a reluctant duty. So that's just kind of what Joanna was pushing for. If you're going to go back, but make your own goddamn choice.
Whereas Reith just holds out their hands for the armor.
The plate armor he gives back. Those are scraps. But he's gonna hold on to the coif because he'll need money. And that can fetch a certain price. Not here, of course. Red-haired one. Say I was to start anew. Which direction should a new man go?
Just take this as advice, but I enjoy the breeze myself. Wherever the breeze takes me. Perhaps I won't like where I end up, but at least the journey was nice.
Sorry, I need to count. The breeze currently goes west.
I don't know what's in the west. I don't know the map.
West is towards the forest. It's towards where he was attacked. It's Vergen. But he goes, you know what? That forced me to confront the ghost of my death. And you have taken care, he looks to the three of you, you have taken care of those bandits, haven't you?
All the ones we found. There did seem to be others in the mountains, though, so mind your back.
Are you one who can handle themselves alone in the forest? Foraging and such?
Well, I'm not going to live in the woods.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just going to travel the road.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't want to have to watch my back again. But I thank you for the kindness, for the skills of your doctor, and for taking care of those who slaughtered so many innocents. May we never meet again. He bows a little and then leaves, a new man.
You did well. Reith will put the armor in a place and then they'll pat it and they'll say, I'm sure you could do something with this, to Joanna.
Give me a few days, and I'll take a look. I just hope Gulshin doesn't yell at me again. Anytime I do something like this, he always yells at me for one thing or another.
It's his way of showing love. It's quite obtuse.
Oh god, we better not run into his body in the woods somewhere.
Gulshin's?
No, that guy.
Oh.
Alright, well, Asa, Wraith, can you help me get into the bed and let me rest up a bit? Then I'll go see about making these shutters Gulshin's whinging about.
Well, first rest.
Asa will pick her up again, same way as before, and bring her inside to put her, as comfortably as possible on the bed.
Reith will like fluff the pillows and pull the sheet down and then pull the sheet back up. They're not great at it, but they're trying.
You've reminded me of something, though.
Uh-oh.
HP.
HP.
because it did take 3 days
Oh yeah.
to get home.
hmm
You in order to start regaining your hit points, but your stamina is fine. Your stamina will go back to full. That's not a problem. But someone needs to roll first aid on the road.
But stamina automatically goes back up.
Oh yeah, the stamina will get back up to full within a day. You rest in between. It goes down as you travel, but it comes back up when you stop to rest.
I think Wreath's definition of first aid is the modern day equivalent of take some ibuprofen. I don't think they should be rolling first aid.
I have a 0 in first aid.
Oh, it's both of us then.
I have 0, but my craft is at a 10.
Yes.
Can I do first aid on myself?
You can do first aid on everyone. Yeah. This is basically this version of first aid, let's call it, is not so much like patch. Well, there's a little bit of patching. There's a little bit of cleaning wounds, of just making sure that everything is fine. It's not the end of the world, but you need to roll once for each person that wishes to regain HP on the trip home.
All right. Who needs healing?
I didn't actually lose any, so I don't need healing.
Wreath also didn't lose any. They
Just
did the
me.
exact same thing. Yep.
Pat yourself up.
Sorry, Yoanna. Well, you and the prefect for sure.
Okay. So you want me to roll twice then?
Yeah. Well, if you want to check on the prefect.
Sure, might as well. I actually kind of like his gumption. He didn't take my comments lying down, which I can respect. So first one will be for the prefects. 22.
Wow.
Ooh.
Second one is for me. 13.
Do you have one luck point to shove into it? Because it's a 14.
Sure. I will shove a luck point there.
Cool. So from there, from that point on, you regain a number of HP equal to your rec stat per day of rest. So in this case, because you're traveling on the sled, it's a bit rough, but it's not the end of the world. You will regain 3 times your rec stat by the time you reach
My
Ben
rec
Mason.
is 8. I will be back at full HP by the time we get back.
Perfect. And the prefect will regain some too. But he's not with you. I would like to know, friends. What do you do then? Gulshan's house is open to you. You've fluffed you on his pillow. Put her to bed. I don't think you're going to work on the shutters today.
We should let Joanna rest for a bit. And I was interested in the well, was there a large dwarven gathering at the brewery at the inn
the
last time we were here, or is that like
oh,
new?
no. There weren't any dwarves in town last you were here.
Okay. I mean, the more interesting thing is the market, I feel. Just to take a look around.
Mhm.
You can head
I
out to
think-
the center of town. Yep.
Yeah, as long as Joanna is fine, Wreath would probably follow. But on the way out, they're gonna
Mhm.
unfold. Remember that piece of paper that they stole from what's his face, the trader, like last season, beginning of last season? They're gonna open that up and look at it.
Piece of paper that you got from Caldwell, I think.
Yeah. That they lifted.
Oh,
Are you doing this where Asa can see, or like outside of where he can?
I think they're
Nice.
doing it side by side as
Oh, okay.
them and Asa are like walking together. They're just opening up this piece of paper that they have. Like they're
What you got there?
oh, I don't know yet.
Yeah, I have it written somewhere. Where is it?
Sorry, I
remember
gave
writing-
you no warning that I was going to do
No,
that.
no, it's fine.
And that's really tightly folded. It's taking you a while to get it
It's
open.
it's
no,
origami.
I found it.
to get this crane open the right way.
It's just that I had to find where it was. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you, Reef, roll to begin a d10?
A D10. Excellent. Do-do-do-do.
Odd.
A 9. Oh, odd. Okay.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then can you roll 2d6?
4. A 1 and a 3, if that makes any difference.
Doesn't make a difference. It's a 4. This is a diagram.
Oh.
This is a recipe that'll teach you how to make brass knuckles. So you don't really need that big of a piece of paper to sort of go melt brass, cast brass in shape. Here's mold. But yes, it is a novice diagram of brass knuckles.
After Wreath realizes what it is, they'll tuck it away with a Johanna will know what this means.
Sure. I'm sure she'd be more than pleased to make it for you when she's feeling a bit better. Give her something to do. Strict in mind.
Wreath would have handed it over to Asa too if he was curious to look at it, but
No, he'll just take a look at it and hand it right back. Do you really feel comfortable letting that guy just walk away?
Gulshan told me that he needs to leave in the same health that Gulshan left him in.
I mean, I guess I can't argue with that, but I didn't like the way that he kept making insistences that he knew there was a mage here. I mean, it was inevitable for him to know there was a mage living here, but in these days and times, letting a man walk away like that, I don't know.
I don't agree with it. I think it would be better to end his time. But I try to keep my word. Mostly.
Sure.
On the other hand, you made no such promises.
I was just thinking the same thing, actually.
You know, I am very good at tracking people.
And to be fair, you did let him leave in the same condition that Gulshan last saw him in. So you would be keeping your word, all things considered.
I would.
Probably be real easy to catch right now, don't you think? Or do you think we should wait until night and try to...
I don't see a reason to make it more difficult.
He's just kind of glance towards town, make sure nobody's sort of looking in their direction, and then just subtly turn back in the way that they came, the way that the guy walked away from the house.
Wreath would like to start tracking him when we get there, but as they're walking that direction, I think Wreath will just sort of randomly say, "It's odd, I don't meet too many people who think the same way I do." Refreshing, almost.
Well, call it a school policy.
Understandable.
Here's a
Can I assist in tracking?
Well, you don't really need to track him. He left 15 minutes to a half hour.
He walked into the woods, though, right? I mean,
No, he went
Well, he went around the
west,
road.
which means he needed to go by town to... He basically took the
Has
same
he
way that
left
you...
town yet, or is he still sort of inside the...
You are a half hour behind him. By the time you reach the inn, do not see him around. If you ask around, they'll just point that, yeah, the weird shirtless guy kept going that way. He did get a shirt from one of the vendors. He traded his belt for a shirt. and he gone that way. And then once you leave town, someone would need to make a tracking. Either you, Asa, tracking him by scent, because you kind of know what he smells like,
That is true.
or either of you tracking it the good old-fashioned way of.
Well, can I assist Wreath with tracking?
What is tracking?
Tracking
that
is
be wilderness
survival.
survival?
Wilderness survival.
Wilderness survival. Oh, I have nothing in wilderness survival.
Oh,
but
I'll
we'll
do it then. I'll track him by scent.
Okay, perfect.
This is cool and terrifying. Nothing strange, you know.
We're not
20.
definitely murdering someone who said they turned over a new leaf. This is fine.
He's keeping to the road. You just quicken your pace, and within a few minutes, he is in your line of sight, but far enough away that the two of you, being a criminal and a witcher, would know that any closer and the GM will start asking for stealth roll. For now, we are still by the farmsteads and the fields, which means not a whole lot of place to hide. If you want to creep up behind him, you will have to do so quickly. Otherwise, I mean, it's up to you.
Hiding from him and more about not really
Yep.
wanting a bunch of witnesses.
Exactly. And wanting to make sure that his body ends up somewhere where it doesn't get found.
Right.
How long are you going to follow him for?
How long until he's someplace a little less populated?
About 6 hours.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's
Because
really
by
long.
then, he reaches about where the abandoned farmsteads are. The ones where the people were... the first set of farmsteads, right? With the very unlucky family and all that. And by that
And
time...
we went this way
sun's about to set.
before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Wreath knows how long it's going to take before we're going to get into any sort of cover or lack of witnesses.
What's the closest place where we could theoretically get him off the road into a place where it would be someplace that it would be less detectable?
Oh, the same place he got ambushed originally. Yeah, that was a very good place to ambush people out of.
Which is where? Which is how far?
It's about a day's walk. So we're talking about like 20 some odd miles out of town.
So realistically, the other option, I think, as we see him like walking ahead on the road
Because
here.
he's sticking to the road. So far you've followed him for a few hours and he's just walking on the road.
He's doing exactly what he said he would.
Mhm.
Wreath will look at Asa and say, "We're not going to get to a good spot for a long time. Too long to leave Joanna alone. But we could return with horses faster."
It would take us less time. He's not that hard to track if he's staying to the road like he says, which he seems to be doing.
He does.
Rather go back, tell his boss that he died tragically. Make sure Joanna's okay, and then once Joanna's asleep and everything's all right, then we can come, make sure there are no loose ends.
I think that's a good plan. Besides, I work better at night.
And so you turn back, walk the couple of hours back to Ban Masid. By the time you get
I
there,
don't even think it'd go a couple of hours. That feels like a long
Yeah.
time to.
I feel like Wreath would have probably said this soon after they left town and they're on that road and they're going, wait a
Maybe half an
hang a
hour.
minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they would have called this earlier.
all right, then you head back home rather quickly.
hmm
And you get there before sundown. The traders are still there. There's people in the inn. Said, the scene hasn't changed much from when you left town 30 minutes ago. But if you head out to Gulshan, I would like to know, Joanna, what do you do during that about an hour left to your own devices at Gulshan's place?
I think HP fully healed, stamina fully healed. The leg is bothering at times, but can make their way around with some difficulty, not too much. I think Joanna's just kind of happy, like, okay. Not on the road, not being fired upon. Reith and Asa went off to do witchery things probably. You know what? It's been a while. I will help myself to Gulshan's kitchen and start whipping something up. Something, just something warm, something homely, just something to fill the bellies and say, okay, we can take a breather. No one else needs to die. No one else needs to get hurt. Just take a load off.
I don't think he has everything at home to make the special broth that you found, the recipe that you found in that homestead. But there's definitely enough here to make like a simple sort of soup in a way. Mostly just a what's the word I'm looking for? A bigger version of like the teas that he makes, that he made you, just with a little, like that provides a little bit more sustenance, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask for a roll for that. It's a fairly basic meal to make.
Tea soup. Sometimes the classics hit just right. But yeah, just kind of taking it easy. No heavy crafting today. Tomorrow, I think Joanna will start to get the itch to start tinkering, messing with things.
So what you saw in Reith, by the time you near Gulshan's cabin, it smells kind of appetizing for having eaten road rations for a while. Yeah, smells like actual food.
This smells amazing. Oh, do we pick up anything at the market on our way back?
Did you want to stop?
Yeah, we can stop at the market.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know what's at the market.
Well, the vendors that are there, so there's 3 of them, mostly. They're all the same group, right, of traveling merchants from Temeria, or the old province of Kingdom of Temeria. And one sells mostly supplies, like nails, like crafting material, if you will. So that there are like, balls of twine, rolls of cloth, bolts of cloth, I should say. Planks of wood of various sizes. Not a whole lot of them, though. They also sell like metal, like the metal bars that you would cover wagon wheels with, that a cooper might use also for, or slightly different than what a cooper might use for barrels, but kind of the same principle. They also sell, where's my, there we go. Yeah, tallow. They have a few like iron ingots. That's for one person. There's another one who sells specifically just scrimshaw. They have like a little carpet out on the ground with little like animals, vague humanoid shapes made out of scrimshaw. There's even a drinking horn that they made. And the other person seems to be selling. Well, they sell for sure what seems to be secondhand armaments. Things that were probably looted from battlefields during the war. They have a hefty collection of halberds, of spears, a few long swords, couple of shields, a quiver or two of arrows and bolts. As far as armor is concerned, they don't seem to sell anything more than like frayed gambesons. No like heavy metal armor for sure. Not in their thing. They do have one spectacled helm. So the sort of Viking helm, right, with the spectacles and made out of metal. It's probably like the sturdiest of the armors that they have there. But yeah, you can see that most of the weapons that they sell haven't been cleaned yet, haven't been sharpened, and there's barely anyone in Ban Macid who will fork out money for weapons. People here don't really need weapons. So this merchant is, out of the three, looks the most dejected. A lot of people are more interested in the crafting supplies or the scrimshaw than, the tools to murder people.
I think Wreath definitely stops to look at all the weapons. They probably pick up some of the shinier looking ones. If there's like, I know you talked about a couple different things, but I don't think I heard any like daggers or any lightweight kind of nothing like that.
No. It's pole arms, swords. Basically, imagine, the people that would have been frontliners in an army, the folks that died first, the poor fucking infantry. And it looks like they just looted a battlefield, and so you have like the most basic military arms of the time.
Yeah, Wreath's not going to buy anything, but they'll stop and look at the shiny.
You give the merchant false hope for a brief moment.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Wreath isn't. Just to be real clear about that.
Yeah.
There's no like alchemical components or anything here for sale.
Nope. It's a bit of a touchy subject, alchemical components, when you're traveling the Empire of Redania, because alchemists are kind of on the illegal side of things.
Okay, but medics need it too. Whatever. I'll look at the scrimshaw. What do they got?
Animals, vague human shapes. Essentially what I would consider like toys, action figures. There's the drinking horn. That, of course, is like one of the few practical thing. If you are interested, he also he is in the process of making a pipe.
Okay.
But otherwise, you look at the figurines, and the merchant clearly sees your witcheriness and goes, I don't have any monsters in there. I've never seen a monster myself. I don't know. This is a cow. This is a sheep. I got a few of them.
See that.
I don't have the what do they call them? The Kiki Moors and
I didn't expect you to. Wouldn't imagine they'd sell too well. Do you have any birds?
You a bird watcher?
I mean, I could see them.
I-
Everyone can see them.
Never thought witchers were interested in such things. I have this.
Witches are multifaceted. We don't just kill monsters.
Well, I've also heard that they kidnap children.
What was that? Sorry.
Nothing. I've heard. You hear things. on the road.
Like what? What'd you hear?
Witchers kidnap children. You know, they take them from villages if the people don't pay.
That's lies. They don't kidnap children. They take children away from bad homes, and sometimes children are given to them for better lives. You understand?
Oh, hey, you don't have to raise your voice, Witcher sir.
No, it's bad propaganda. You know, people go out of the way to say nasty things about witches that's just not true. We just care about the children that they have, that they train, alright? They don't just go around stealing children from loving homes.
There's another merchant that goes, well, my neighbor's son was taken by a witcher. We never saw him again.
It was taken by a witcher. You saw this happen?
Oi.
There's an echo somewhere.
Yeah, sorry, that was me. My headset disconnected for a random second. and then everything just fed through my computer. And so I was like,
indignation somewhere.
No, I did see it with my own eyes. It happened after there was a problem with a drowner down in the creek. It's in Chipera. Chipira. I don't know how to pronounce it. Chippira. Chipira. Whatever. We had a drowner problem, and I don't know, there was some shouting, and after the shouting, the Witcher left with the kid, hopped on a horse, never saw that kid again, and that was 12 years ago. So tell me, what do you do with the children?
Well, we train them. We take care of them like our own. They're our children. You know, we train them to be witches so that they can continue helping people.
Yeah, where would your village have been without someone to stop the screamer?
Drowner, well, I guess it would have probably killed a few more people
sorry.
before we got a few lads together and impaled the thing on pitchforks.
Well, if you were lucky. You know, I've seen many people find fate and luck ill-timed only to lose everyone they love dear. Whereas with Witcher, less loss. Or at the very least, the loss isn't yours. It's the Witcher's.
I guess that's right. Better to lose a Witcher than to lose a fine farmer. Or a good hand. Well, I hope that kid's still alive. I hope they trained him well.
I'm sure he's fine.
You hear the other merchant go, Witcher sir, I found one.
Alright, good. How
wasn't-
much is it?
It wasn't my surplus. It's a swallow I carved long ago. And he
I'll
holds
take
it
it.
in.
How
It's like a
much?
swallow with its wings open. It might be a swan. It's not the best carved scrimshaw.
Asa doesn't know the difference.
Like, the neck is like a little bit too long to be a swallow. That'll be 5 crowns.
And he'll just like toss 5 crowns at the guy's feet as he takes the bird and like turns. He's upset.
He's young. He hasn't yet learned that everyone sees things differently. And also, you were quite insulting. And Wreath will like pat the guy on the shoulder as if they just told him that roses smell sweet and shit smells ugly. And then they will walk off.
The merchants look at each other a little bit confused. Guy selling the weapons is
Sure.
still dejected. He wasn't even really part of the conversation, you know. Not only do people not buy his stuff, people don't even invite him to
To
complain
the
at Witchers.
conversations.
Yeah.
Difficult conversations. He like gets excluded even from those. As they're walking back, I think Wreath would say to Asa, Is it hard having people judge you like that?
I'm used to it. You get used
Didn't
to it
seem
after a
used
while.
to it back there. You seemed angry.
Well, that was about something entirely different. You know, witches, people characterize them as totally heartless, like they're monsters. We're not monsters. We care about our
Sure.
own.
I'm not arguing that.
You don't have to argue it. The whole world sees it like that. Go into any given village, ask them about monsters, or ask them about witches, and they'll recoil, say nasty beasts, you know? But people need us. And if we don't
They do.
protect our own, who will?
Very true. But people like that, it's hard to change their minds. And it
Well,
doesn't,
I don't-
their mind doesn't make it true.
I'm not interested in changing anyone's mind. I know I
Just like-
can't.
I got very upset back there, and I just,
Well, you know, I can't help it. Witches' emotions aren't completely stunted like they say they are. I mean, yes, they're stunted in some regards because they have to be for us to do our jobs properly, but we have them still. We have them.
you
We're
do
not
have them.
creatures, we're people.
Wreath will like stop, dead in their tracks and look Asa in the eye and just say, I know. And you're damn
you?
good at what you do. What? Oh, I mean, I thought I did. Do you have something else you want to tell me right now? I mean, I assumed you were a person.
He thinks about it very hard for a moment. And then he just shakes his head. Like, no, I'm sorry. That was unfair. You've never treated me any differently than anybody else.
I've been there, and they'll like start walking again.
And he'll follow behind
Having
a little
people
bit
just-
cowed.
I think just having people judge. They always do. And they don't understand, and they get scared and worried and angry. And that makes all of them stupid. But it doesn't make them true.
They judge you for being an elf.
Well, sometimes it's that. Sometimes it's stealing things. Sometimes it's offing the wrong person. I've gotten judged a lot. But,
One of
They
those
don't
things
know
feels
me.
a little more preventable than the others, admittedly.
sure. But death comes for everyone, and everyone deserves death, so
You think everyone deserves death?
absolutely.
It's a little bit bleak, don't you think?
Is it?
Some people deserve to live.
Huh. I think there are some people I would like to see live for longer than others. But everyone deserves death in some way, shape, or form. Wreath will shoot an odd glance to like something out of the corner of their eye, and then they'll refocus on Asa.
Does Asa notice this?
If you want to. I think
Can I
they
roll
do this
perception
kind
on
of
you?
randomly. Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Let's say since it's
Oh, well.
like just a glance, let's go with like a 13.
Okay. I don't want to PvP, but if it's okay.
I don't think noticing someone noticing. PvP.
I mean, I don't want to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't feel PvP. If it did, you have my consent, blessing,
Okay,
whatever.
that's
insert
awareness?
The right word
Yeah,
here.
awareness.
Okay.
You do have sharp Witcher senses. Yeah.
Okay,
You see the
17.
quick, the furtive glance.
He'll look where they looked and then back at them, like he doesn't see anything. You okay?
Oh well, I see dead people, so everyone deserves to die.
Is that like philosophical? You look at everyone and you see them as dead because death comes for everybody eventually, or like
Oh no, that's Kareen, and she won't shut up. She simply keeps talking about the reality that there is hope and life and things like that. It's very annoying right now.
he looks at Kareen.
There's nobody there.
Okay. And how long have you been seeing Kareen?
Oh, you're getting that look that everyone gets.
Oh no. No. I have a 0 in deception, so
You are. It's fine. I'm not insane. I'm just cursed. So.
I mean, there are stranger things in this world than seeing ghosts,
Sure.
spirits.
Something like that.
Is it something that I can help dispel, or is it something a little more advanced?
Gulshan's
than-
been trying. Yeah.
And he hasn't managed to get rid of it?
No, for wow. Oh, it feels like at least has it been a century? It's been a while. Yeah. Anyway, he hasn't found a way to stop it yet, so we simply keep trying.
I mean, that's all you can do, I guess.
Sure. Sometimes you just have to embrace who you are and the reality that you have to live with. Easier than running away from it. I mean, and Wreath will like wave as if they're gesturing toward a crowd, but again, there's nothing there. They'll be like, it's easier if I just accept they're here.
Them?
Oh, yes.
How many are they?
I've lost count.
Can they see the rest of us, or just you?
I've never asked that question before. Wreath will turn toward where Kareem was, and they're going to say, can you see Asa?
You get no response
From any of them?
from
Or
any
just
of
from
them.
Kareem?
No one speaks up. No one answers.
Wreath is,
Not
'cause
even a
this is
shake
odd,
of the
right?
head. Like it's just
Like they usually are just talky.
in this instance, either they're giving you the silent treatment, or they don't want you to know if they can see and hear around.
Wreath is gonna like stop dead in their tracks and slowly rotate all around, like just looking to see if anyone will change. Maybe the accident is here and he's gonna like have some different.
There are faces in the crowd that come and go, sort of as someone would, take a step forward. Their appearance becomes a little more defined, then they step back and it just vanishes. They're looking curious. And then eventually, Olin will just say, you're always alone. Step back.
No, they can't see you.
Visible relief.
Not the expression that Wreath has.
Oh, absolutely
not at
not.
all.
Yeah, no. You don't want to be seen by the dead?
You know, no. I would prefer not to be constantly surrounded by people who are watching me at all times. I have taken more than one constitutional break while on the road with you, and I would prefer to not look back on those instances and think that I had an audience.
Yes.
You understand? But is that strange? Is it not strange for you? I suppose after 100 years or so of this, you sort of get used to it, but I can't really imagine.
I don't really think about it anymore.
I guess when we have things that are a normal part of our lives, we just sort of stop thinking about them after a while.
Well, it helps. Makes it easier. But my point in all of this was not to disturb you. My point was to simply say that even the uncomfortable parts of ourselves, it's easier when we accept what they are and find ways to live as best we can, knowing that death is coming for everyone.
Death might be making its best attempt to come for all of us, but for what it's worth, I'd very much like for you to live for as long as possible.
Well, I have good news for you then, because I've lived quite a long time, so I would also like you to live for a while.
I would like that as well, I think. And Joanna and Gulshan.
Oh, yes, of course. It would be a delight if all of them lived. I'm worried about Gulshan. Do you smell that? Is Joanna cooking? It smells amazing.
She has to be, but I don't know how she would have.
Right.
She's very resourceful, I suppose. I am hungry.
I am as well.
And on that, we're going tonight to end tonight's session. As you approach Gulshan's home and see the plume of smoke coming out of the hearth and the smell of herb soup with spices.
Herbs and
It
spices.
smells great. It has 0 nutritional value. But on that, friends, we have someone who needs to bail quickly, so I'll just let Yutsai, Joanna, do his outro, and then we'll, do all of our spiel and everything. But thank you for coming, Yutsai.
Yes. Hey, I had a great time. Even though I came back and I was missing a leg, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm Yutsai. This is mainly what I'm doing now for fun. I'm still kind of in a transitionary period due to some work stuff, but you can find me on Blue Sky, was it? Yutsai at Blue Sky, I think. Goodness, It's been a while. But yeah, favorite moment from tonight. Honestly, just kind of getting back into the swing of things, and also I forgot how ruthless Wreath could be until Wreath was just like, let me just pretend to help this old man, and if I need to, I'll stab him. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. Wreath is like this. Okay, I gotta remember.
Yeah. Wreath seems like so much fun.
But yeah, no, had a great time. Also, just Simon, your playing of the prefect being kind of still a little pompousy, even though we just saved his ass, which was nice. Not like just wholly like whatever you need. It's like, I'm still an important guy, so watch yourself. And maybe I just missed this part about Asa, but I didn't expect Asa to jump on the why don't we murder this guy train. Actually, no, you came up with the idea, didn't you?
I was so excited.
Witcher.
Yeah. Yeah.
I maybe just not Joanna, but maybe I also sees too much good into too many people sometimes. Maybe it's a hopeful thinking, but yeah, I had a lot of fun today. Can't wait for next time.
Well, thank you for coming. Have a good night, and good luck with the thing you have to go do. Bye bye. Let's keep the outros going, and same order as we did the intros, basically. So we'll move on to Wreath.
Hello, everybody. Wow, there was so many good moments from tonight. I really did particularly enjoy that conversation between Asa and Wreath. And I am looking forward to like the continued conversations that these two have as kind of like outsiders in a way in the world. Because it seems like they've got a little bit of bonding over that. Yeah, and holy cow, like the whole scene with Joanna like getting her leg chopped off and Yutsai like literally going back in his chair, like thing in his mouth. That was just like 10 out of 10. So good. So good. Oh man. And then Simon, you rolling with our punches where we're like, oh no, wait, we wouldn't have done that. It's actually this. It's this piece over there, and you know, really creating and playing a world, creating a world where we can really play in it, and one that is rich and full with color and background and interesting things like merchants, including one very sad merchant who doesn't even participate in a conversation that eggs on a witcher. Like, these are the beautiful, just like nuggets and gems that exist in this world that you've created that we get to play with. And it's so much fun. And of course, Nordine with Gulshan's like one line when Wreath really started to dig into him about coming over the wall and ignoring the signal that like Wreath had set earlier about the bird call. With his just like, you can't beat me up more than I'm beating myself up right now. Like, that was probably the only thing Gulshan could have said to stop Wreath in their rampage tracks. And I thought it created this opportunity for this beautiful moment between the two where Wreath goes, okay, I'm going to put away my knives, but only because I can see that you're already cutting yourself, and we don't need that on either side, right?
We don't need two people cutting themselves. Well,
one person.
You don't need to be double cut, I should say.
Yes, there doesn't need to be a double cutting. Yeah, this is beautiful.
Well, thank you for coming in last among the players tonight. Asa.
Asa, that's me. I am Hannah. I had so much fun coming back tonight. I'm so excited that we're finally back into the swing of things. I'm just like so stoked to be here with all of the players and you, Simon, and doing this again. This is the highlight of my week. And gosh, I have to repeat some of the things that Wreath said, because the leg cutting scene was such good. I mean, it was so nerve-wracking, but it was such good synergy, like role play synergy, where everybody was like, okay, I have to do this part, and you have to do that part, and you have to do that part. And then poor Joanna was just like in the middle of it being so brave, and Yutsai was doing such a good job role playing and rolling with all of our decisions, where we were like, none of us knows how to cut off a leg. And like the whole conversation between Wreath and Asa, where Wreath was so like understanding and so open about their world philosophy and how they've like become almost numb to it. They've sort of come around to their world philosophy because they've lived with it for so long, but it doesn't at all counteract the type of like it actually the synergy is like perfect with the way that they believe that, oh, you know, death comes for everybody, so sometimes it's our job to speed it along a little bit if need comes to it, and if it's more convenient for them to be dead, then you know, death was going to find them one way or another anyways. Like, I love Wreath's characters so much, and I love how consistent they are and how well you play them in that consistency while still managing to be surprising and like a lot of fun. And I'm just gushing now, but I really enjoy like the little scenes that manage to come up even unexpectedly between our characters and all of our characters in the way that we've created them, and like finding things that we have in common or things that we differentiate that we can still have a really interesting sort of like clash of ideologies about that turned into a really good role play scene. So, and thank you, Simon, for always rolling with all our punches and knowing how to like adapt to every weird, wild thing that we do. It's always so much fun to play in the world that you've created. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you for playing in my worlds. And I am Simon at Wandering DM. I was the GM for tonight. Thank you to Norden and Yutsai, who are with us in spirit and in chat at the moment. And thank you to the both of you for taking time off of your Thursday evenings to come play Witcher with me. Come play in a very, very shitty world where nobody's happy, and people lose legs and limbs, and you can't even turn a new leaf without being murdered in the streets.
I'm so sorry.
remains to
That
be
was
seen.
just so good. He like turned.
I-
He was ready to be a new man.
Honestly, I knew exactly, like, I have like the NPCs and their goals and personalities and everything planned out, but I don't have like set things like, oh yeah, this happened and then this happens and then this happens. But like, had this role not happened, like, he was going to go back to work because that's just like what he. But there was a kernel of doubt that was sown before y'all met him. I'm not gonna say anything, but there was this one,
Oh, nice.
and like Joanna said exactly, like the like almost, word for word what needed to be said for this role to happen, and I was like, ooh, if that succeeds, that could be interesting. Whatever happens to him, I don't care. You can murder any and all NPCs that I have. It doesn't. Yeah, that you'll live with the consequences, and that's it.
I mean, if he hadn't been so, I don't want to say he brought it himself, but the man did say, you're mage. And when Wreath was like, we don't have a mage, it's a medic. He's like, your healer, wink. And Asa was like, no. That was the moment.
Someone
That
did
was the
go and
moment.
play in his mind at some point.
This is true.
I know. But
And
remember that.
while most people might not notice it, some people might. But hey, who knows? Maybe he just said it to see if you would say anything. Like a cop.
We don't
trying
have to. We're
Yeah.
not gonna say anything. We're just gonna.
Anyway,
murder him.
No,
you
we're
just need to
needed.
wait for him to get into a Denny's parking lot.
That's right. That's right. No, a Waffle House. A Waffle House.
Yeah, just at 4 a.m. There must be one in Vergen. That said, things are also happening in Vergen. So we'll see what Gulshan's shopping is going to look like next time, because we're coming back next week on Thursday, same time, same channel. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. I looked real quick. I don't have anyone to raid at the moment, so we will just let you go on the intro sequence, and we'll see you again next week. Oh, right. You can find me next week here. But also this Sunday, we're starting the last cycle for our season of Roleplay Reflect. We're going to be playing, or creating characters anyway, for a Fate game called Tachyon Squadron. We're going to be fighter pilots. And I'm going to listen only to Kenny Loggins for the whole week to prepare. But that's it. So you can find me there. It's going to be on this channel anyway, but at 8 p.m. on Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for coming, everyone, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.